Jays here at Rogers Center. Shy, tough result for Mitch White, who falls behind early. Blue Jays were down 5-0 early in this one, but it never felt like they were out of this game. A couple of big moments. Cavan Biggio with a 2-run homer. Alejandro Kirk with a 3-run shot, but just wasn't enough. And you think the reason for that is actually some little moments in this ballgame.
Yeah, there were 2 runs that the Cubs pushed across in the first 2 innings that, under certain circumstances, maybe they're preventable. I think those are the ones that the Blue Jays will end up focusing on a little bit. And you think about the Ian Happ single in the first inning on a ball that is just in between for Whit Merrifield. Does he charge it? Does he short hop it? And it just knuckles out of his reach, and that ends up scoring the game's first run. And maybe the run that will probably stick in their craw a little bit more is the Cubs pulling off a delayed double steal at home. It ended up being scored a fielder's choice, but that's a situation where there's runners on the corners. Rivas takes off for second, pulls up, draws the throw in, and Yan Gomes takes off for home. By the time he takes off, there's no chance for Bo Bichette, who takes a throw from Kirk, to end up making a throw back to home. A second run gets pushed across, and could Alejandro Kirk have just taken a glance over at third and tried to freeze the runner? Matt Chapman was well off the bag, although he was charging in. It's a tough play in a number of different ways. It's not the type of run you want to give up, and it's not the type of run you want to stick out in a game that ends up being close.
The month of August is behind us, as much as I am loath to admit that. Blue Jays go 13-14 in the month of August. It's their only losing record in a calendar month this year. They're entering September on 70 wins. In 2021, they entered September on 69 wins. Ended up being 1 win shy of the postseason. What do the Blue Jays have to do differently this September, or maybe even the same, in order to get past that hurdle, get into the playoffs?
Well, we were just talking about the little blips before. Clean baseball, I mean, that's where it starts. And look, we've heard this a lot from the Blue Jays over the past month, where every game matters, and they lived that experience to a T last year, where every game literally did matter. And there was certainly a number that they could have looked back upon over the year, and they know that those details are going to make the difference. At any point, one game can change your destiny. And how you play through that experience, how you deal with that, those are some things that they'll pull from last year and apply to this year. But ultimately, it comes down to execution. It comes down to staying healthy. It comes down to guys being able to play through some of the injuries. Look at George Springer, you look at Teoscar Hernandez, Matt Chapman, Bo Bichette, Vladimir Guerrero Jr., Lourdes Gurriel Jr., all beat up based on how much they play, long season, the grind. How can you bring your best physical effort even if you don't have 100%? How can you find a way to make a difference? All those things matter. All those things are going to be focal points for the Blue Jays in the coming month. And ultimately, you will or you won't.
Won't be easy for the Blue Jays. They open on a 3-city, 10-game trip in September. Pittsburgh, Baltimore, Texas. But it's baseball, Shy. No one said it was going to be easy.